Hey everybody! Welcome to Let's Play The Binding of Isaac. I'm gonna random here. We're just gonna do a standard vanilla run. You know what? Fuck Samson. The random number generator, the random number generator can S my D today. We'll random and we'll get Kane instead. We've had Samson a lot lately. It's kind of, the videos have been going up in a little bit of disorder, or the wrong order, because I have been recording a lot of them on Twitch and then editing them down, which takes some time. Black Bean. Haven't gotten that item actually in a while. I love the description for this one. Just panic farts, you know. When you're about to talk to a cute girl in the club, and then she says, like, what's your name? And then you have to get the panic farts. Happens all the time to the best of us, of course. So I mean, what I was going to say is we've been getting Samson a lot lately, and that kind of sucks, right? Like, Samson's okay. I like him more than I think most people who play Isaac like him, because I consider Rage... I probably overrate Rage. BizNav would tell you that for sure. But he's a Rage detractor, certainly. That being said, you know, I don't want to spend all my whole life playing Samson. There's a few characters I can play over and over and enjoy every single time, Isaac being the chief amongst them, as a result, of course, of his D6 ability. But also, you know, Judas, I enjoy the kind of risk-reward element there. It's high risk, high reward. You start with some really good items, but you also find yourself with a limited amount of health. And Kane falls somewhere in the middle, I would say, because, you know, the fact that he's got kind of some advantages right off the bat, I would say, due to his luck and the fact that none of his pills can ever be bad. I believe he starts with kind of like a rate of fire upgrade or something like that, but I'm not 100% sure. These are the kind of things that I should probably know after the amount of time that I've sunk into this game. But regardless, we're going to kill this guy easily and hopefully be able to move on. Now, Kane also has some weird kind of idiosyncrasies associated with him. Some items don't really interact the way that you might expect because they affect maybe his left eye, whereas his left eye, of course, is patched up here. That being said, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, let's just kill this boss, take our HP upgrade, which puts us basically on par with Isaac, and then we'll move down to the next floor with 2 keys and really a good infrastructure for, you know, allowing something good to happen to us on the Cellar Part 2 here. We could always maybe get lucky and pick up a deal with the devil. There's another key for us. We'll definitely be able to go to the item room. A good secret room would allow us to go to the shop. We got a Tinted Rock, which gave us merely a Spirit Heart, which is not a great value proposition relative to some of the other secret room drops you can get, but still, it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Everyone wants to be a nice little pleasant Isaac run. In fact, I'm going to reiterate that, even though it's going to be annoying. A pleasant Isaac run. Basically, what I was doing there was just sending a message to future Northernlion. After I die or beat this run, I'll think, oh, what should I name it? Oh, right, I said pleasant 20 times. I feel like that might have some kind of connection with it. There you go. I like to give it a title that gives it, you know, a little bit of sensicalness. Probably sense is just the proper way to conjugate that. A little bit of sense relative to the content contained therein. If that makes any sense at all, then you are almost as crazy as I am. Let's look for the boss room. And if I get more money, which I would love to do, of course, then I will consider... Can I hit this guy? I can. Then I will consider going to the shop. I do have 3 keys of Orient R, so this should allow us to... you know, maybe get something excellent from the shop. If we can manage to make that happen, I would be a happy camper, but it's probably a little unlikely at this point that we manage to pick up 12 cents. Maybe 4 if we get lucky. 12 cents is probably out of the question, though. I'm not going to play the slot machine because it's unlikely to pay out with anything, and we don't necessarily need anything right now. We are rolling with enough keys and bombs to make me the happiest man that I've been on the Cellar Part 2 in quite some time. A lot of fires. Those fires are probably something that I should consider shooting, but let's use a key to open this golden chest. It's another 3 cents. There's so many possible locations for our secret room here that I'm almost a little bit resentful, but if this is all I'm resentful about this early on, that's a-okay. Now, should I check out the shop? We have 7 cents, which might be able... We have 8 cents now, and we'll shoot some of this. If we can get another 2 cents, that'll take us to 10. Then we could be... Oh, we just got a dime. Okay, so I'm very glad that I took this opportunity to go back and shoot all this fire. We're going to have 18 cents. And the shop, as I have been so nicely informed by other Isaac commentators, cannot contain greed until at least the second set of floors, i.e. the caves and catacombs. So there we go. Free compass. We don't really want to buy anything else right now. That is a coup for us that we were able to get this done on the first floor. This is the earliest we've had the compass maybe ever. At the very, it can't be, I mean, maybe we've gotten the compass in an item room or something, or a secret room early, but I would be very surprised if we got it substantially earlier than this. So, I totally botched the use of the laser there, and we have almost a surprisingly difficult kind of quandary in front of us here, and that quandary is, do we go with the pony, which will give us the ability to fly, or do we go with the laser, which gives us the ability to shoot? I'd like both of these items more than your average bear. which might surprise you because, you know, the pony, I think, in particular, gets a bad rap because it is... also, I have to ask before I lose this train of thought, is the pony one of those bosses that, like, scales its health based on where it is in the game? Because as of right now, it seems easier to kill than I would have originally anticipated. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, I suppose. I'm also trying to earn a deal with the devil here. I did get hit, but I did poison the bicycle helmet. This is a tough fight for this early on in the game, but man, he got poisoned for a long time. Anyway, I like the pony because we don't necessarily always get a chance to buy like a Spirit of the Night or something like that. And, well, those are garbage items. I think the pony is going to be beneficial for us here, so I'm going to roll with that. You know, the thing is, we can always get rid of the pony and pick up a better spacebar item later, and that's not going to be the end of the world. But if I... Until then... That was a really bad use of the pony's active effect, by the way. But until then, the pony will probably allow me to pick up money, especially on the caves. It'll probably allow me to pick up some health, maybe even a golden chest at some point down the line. Who knows, man? We might be able to make that worthwhile for ourselves. So, I'm not going to sweat about it too much. Plus, it also gives us this awesome kind of defensive ability. It's not the best flying item in the game, of course, but it is a flying item, so I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth on that one. Get it? Now, we do have a curse on this floor, which has rendered our compass useless. We also are taking way more damage than I'm comfortable with, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to snag an HP upgrade soon. We do have a key which we can use to access the item room, which is, you know, not necessary right now, but it's important. We get a series of bombs. 10, in fact, which will help us out as well. I also, I think I used to underrate those items. Skeleton Key I've always loved, of course, but, oh my god, I'm faster now, which is causing me to actually lose health more than I should be. But yeah, I used to be like, oh, 10 bombs, whatever. Now I'm like, yeah, man, 10 bombs. Think about what 10 bombs gets you. That's like 10 tinted rocks, 5 tinted rocks, and like 3 secret rooms, if you don't know where they are. You know, now that we have the ability to fly, it's less important that we get things like bridges and stuff like that, but, you know, it's basically health that we can get or not lose because we're not losing it on a boss fight. Like if we're fighting the Duke of Flies, we can just toss a bomb down, maybe save ourselves half a heart or something. You know, these bombs are exceptionally beneficial in the game. Plus, we can use those bombs to get more bombs. We can effectively create a perpetual bomb motion as a result of getting these. Now, you may have noticed, we have a couple of deficiencies on this run, which are worth noting. One of them, low damage. We're taking an absurdly long time just to get through this basic mob trap room here. Part of this is, you know, these crowd control fly motherfuckers are being real annoying. Part of it is actually just that we're not doing very much damage in the first place. So obviously I was hoping for something like a mom's knife or a brimstone in that deal with the devil room. You can't always get what you want though, and we can hopefully get that later. But in order to get something like that later, I would be way more comfortable if we also managed to pick up an HP upgrade of some sort. An HP upgrade, in fact, that I could use to possibly leverage into a deal with the devil, or to just leverage into a little bit more survival to pick up some better items at some point. I can't believe the pony's active effect is really only once every 4 rooms. Mini mush, I like it. That's going to give us an increased rate of fire. Wait a minute. No, that's skinny odd mushroom. This is going to give us increased speed and increased range, which is not superb right now, but it's alright. And you might be saying, Northernlion, you're out of keys. You shouldn't have spent your keys on dumb things on the last run. Well, I don't know what run you were watching, but I don't think I spent my keys on any dumb things. Everything actually worked out fairly well for us. With the exception of that golden chest, but that did give us enough money to guarantee that we got the compass. And, you know, give us some money to kind of set us up on the next floor as well. At the very least, it didn't cost us too much. So we'll just look for a key. If we can go to the shop, good. If we can't, all right. Of course, the cursed room is here as well, and people are really getting on my case. Like, people are becoming visibly angry that I'm not going to the cursed rooms as often as they would like. So I'm going to try to go to them more often. But in order to make it happen, I am going to need some more hearts to kind of exist on this level, as you might expect, because my health is my #1 priority. You know, that's the most important thing in your life. Because without it, you don't even have a life, man. So hopefully we'll be able to get some more health. And get more keys, because we already do have 17 cents again that I could use to hopefully go back into the shop and pick up maybe a map to go along with this compass. Would be very pleasing to me. There's a key for us, so we'll definitely use that to go to the shop. And if we beat the boss, get some health, I will go to the curse room as well, provided we don't have any spirit hearts that I pick up by accident. So, our shop is going to contain possibly greed? No, it actually contains the ladder. That's an interesting value proposition, because I still have the ability to fly, but I might not have it forever. But is the ladder going to be worth it in this situation? I'm going to guess no. And I think we should just go fight our boss if I have to. You know, we have kind of woefully inadequate damage, but on the bright side, we do have bombs. And I can use these bombs to do some offense. Oh my god, we're fighting every difficult boss that you could fight at this point in the game. So let's just drop this bomb in here, fire a shot in at the last minute to help get it across there. That one actually worked, much to my surprise. Gonna say chagrin, but that's the opposite of how that word is supposed to work. So we'll then fly through there. I don't think that did as much damage as I would have liked, but you know, if we can get through this without getting hit and essentially get a free deal with the devil, well, that poison is actually good. We're probably not going to earn a deal with the devil afterwards, if I had to guess. Oh, I got hit again. Okay, be careful. Yes, we're probably not going to earn a deal with the devil afterwards, but oh no! How did I let this happen? Yes, let's replay, please. I was on the razor's edge there between a great run and a horrible run, and it turned into a horrible run. I didn't realize that running into the pony actually did all of that damage. If only I'd been able to save that spirit heart from the start of the run. That's so disappointing. That was really good. All right, so let's do another one here because we were so quick in. First item room contains X-ray vision, which is fantastic. Kind of makes us look funny when we've got glasses and an eye patch over our glasses. You know, when I was a kid, and I didn't get glasses until I was 10 years old, which was kind of funny because I was sitting at like the back of the classroom and couldn't read the blackboard for like 3 years, which might explain some things about me now. But in any case, they suggested, you know, you don't necessarily have to get glasses. You could just get an eye patch. You could be that cool kid that wears an eye patch to school in 5th grade. And I was like, Mr. Optometrist, you need to go to the world of middle school and understand that wearing an eye patch is not going to make me Captain Jack Sparrow. Also, Captain Jack Sparrow didn't exist back then, but at least it was just a twinkle in the eye of Gore Verbinski. Yeah, you know, it wouldn't have been good for my social standing. My clout score would be very much drastically impacted in a negative way. Now, we do have a golden key here, which means we are guaranteed to be able to... Whoa, we got Dad's key as well. Means we're going to be guaranteed to be able to go to the shop, even though we don't necessarily have the money for it. We also got the cancer trinket, which is actually awesome. We're going to be able to, at the very least, hold that until we get the Polaroid. And who knows, we might have a chance to... beyond just holding it until we get the Polaroid, maybe we'll be able to buy Mom's purse and we'll be able to make something good happen there. But in the end, in any case, first things first, we should go up here and check out our shop. There's a 15-cent map. I'm going to go to the curse room here because we do have a second secret room that contains a number of red hearts, which I can use to replenish my existing red hearts. So I think it would be very foolish of me to not go to the curse room. There's only one chest, and the chest contains a troll bomb, so we will leave. We will shoot this just in case we get a penny out of it. Because if I can get to 15 cents, I mean, I guess buying the map I shouldn't really stress out about too much because we already do have X-ray vision. But, you know, map plus compass is a great combination, of course. I'd rather have it than not have it, but maybe it's better for us to just save these 12 cents and move on. But in any case, first boss room, hopefully an HP upgrade in a fight against the Widow, which... not so bad. Now, we don't have great range, so I can't stay I can't stay far away from this guy and just, like, kind of fire in shots from afar. Unfortunately, unless, you know, we're doing it vertically instead of horizontally, which came out a little bit inappropriate. And what can I say? This episode of Binding of Isaac Let's Play is rated PG-13. Peggy 18. Anyway, hopefully we get an HP upgrade or a damage upgrade as a result of this room. It is exactly the same HP upgrade we got last time. Let's go down to the next floor. And again, we are on the cellar part 2 with the Curse of Darkness, which is shocking parallel to the last run. Although we did not get the Curse of Blindness on the second floor last time. We got it on the 3rd floor because I remember it making our compass useless. And we didn't get our compass until the 2nd floor, because that was where we were first able to go to the shop. Or maybe we did get it on the 1st floor. Maybe we got exceptionally lucky. I can't remember. Anyway, we're fighting Gertie Jr. I have 3 health, so I would be surprised if we died here, but the game has continued its kind of shocking trend of essentially feeding me the most difficult bosses I could possibly be facing by this point in the game. Gertie Jr., the Fallen, the Pony, like, seriously, work with me, help you, and with only 1 bomb, there's no real extra out for me here. Even if I drop this bomb, I'm fairly likely to either A, completely miss Gertie Jr. because he's Gertie Jr., or unfortunately put myself into a position where I can't get a Tinted Rock or something later. So we'll fight in the hard way, but I still think we're going to be alright. This champion has very predictable behavior, which is good as Gertie Jr., or good against Gertie Jr., I should say, because oftentimes when you're up against Gertie Jr., you're often wondering, like, is he going to attack now, or is he going to spawn some bullets or enemies? Ooh, that was real close. He's also a slower version of Gertie Jr. than is the norm, but the fact that he's been much more predictable this time has been a godsend, essentially. Probably a couple more shots will be able to kill him, and if so, we did not earn a deal with the devil for that, which is amazing to me. Maybe because we didn't clear out the entire floor, or maybe because we didn't, or we took like 25 minutes to beat him. I don't know. We did pick up another HP upgrade, though. That's necessary. That would have saved us on the last run, and possibly we'd be sitting, you know, in the Cayman Islands right now, sipping on a mom's knife with a quad shot in our pockets. Might as well use the hermit card to go to the shop, just see what we got in there. There is a compass, which absolutely... Okay, so careful. There's a compass in there, which is great. If we can get 3 more cents, which should be possible. Another key is beautiful as well. And an attack fly. Not my favorite item in the game. But by the same token, it's hard to be pissed off about a passive item that could save our skin if enemies get close-ish. Now, we do need another 3 pennies. So we're going to shoot all this fire. The compass is no... I mean, the map I can go without. The compass is no joke, and we are actually going to be able to pick it up here. And we're not going to have to waste a key to do it, which makes me feel like a good dude. Or a happy dude, at the very least. So there's our compass. Fantastic. We are in a similar position to the one we were in last time. I still have no idea really what Dad's key does. Is this the end of this floor? Have we gone through this entire floor already? Or is there possibly like a library? Oh, there's a boss trap room. Well, if we find an arcade, we might be able to make good use of that. But otherwise, probably not. Have we been to the second secret room? I don't think so. Now, of course, I do wish I got the map. But keep in mind that if we did get the map, we wouldn't have had enough money to buy the compass. So sometimes, you know... Every bad thing can be a good... Every dark cloud is a silver lining sometimes. Another troll bomb for us there. Is there a curse room over here? There is a self-sacrifice room. Not really interested in that, though, so let's go down to the next floor. We got good things going for us. Sadly, we can't go to that boss trap room, so we have lost some free item somewhere down the line. That's all right, though. Now with 4 bombs, we can open this up, and maybe we'll get an Eternal Heart or a Spirit Heart or something in there. More money. It's useful, not as useful, but now we do have 2, 3, 4 keys, bombs, and money, which is some nice little... how should I say it, I guess? Parallels. That's probably not the right way to put it. I have trapped myself in the corner here like a big ding-dong, but that's okay. Attack fly. Do my bidding, please. And we're on the caves part 1 instead of the catacombs, which might not guarantee me, but encourage or discourage me from dying. There are many rooms that we can access from here, and we are up to about 11 cents. Again, we don't have to spend a key to get into the item room. And these X-ray goggles, not only have they put us in a position where I've been able to go to the secret rooms easily, they've also saved me a lot of keys, believe it or not. With full health, I think we should go fight our boss right away. It is going to be Fistula, which is an easier value proposition to swallow, I would say, than fighting the Fallen, who killed us, but it was close. You have to say, even though I died, and I died... entirely due to my own error. It was not like we got trounced or anything in that. I just made a tactical error that I would not have made if I had known a little bit more information than I actually did. But, you know, shit happens, basically. As long as we can out-survive this floor, we will continue to live, which is awesome. That is probably the least meaningful sentence I've ever said in my entire life. Deal with the devil, deal with the devil, deal with the devil. No deal with the devil, but another HP upgrade. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. And we still have not amassed... anything exceptionally useful, but we're also not saddled with anything that's total. Oh, you know what? I could have used Dad's key to open up the boss trap room, you fool! Northernlion, more like Northern Idiot. No, well, that's, you know, we'll work on that. A bomb for a key seems like a smart trade in this position. Obviously, we're just making our way kind of... Excuse me? We're making our way kind of towards the shop. There we go. That one, it's, again, sometimes you win them all. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes you lose them all. Sometimes you win them all. That sentence doesn't really make any sense at all. And even if we fight greed, you know, this is the kind of thing where if you're on your last shop, then greed is kind of a piss off. It's a Price is Right, sad trombone worthy event. But if you're on the, if you're still fairly early in the game, fighting greed actually gives you some more money to possibly make some good stuff happen later. And we have enough health right now where when I take damage, I'm not that perturbed by it. The amount of money that we have right now is going to make the shop worthwhile. Maybe we can pick up something to allow me to get rid of Dad's key, because it hasn't really done anything useful for us so far, except open up this mob trap room and give us 2 free bombs. Not even really free bombs, because I have to fight for them. Ooh, that was kind of close. Yes, I really should have used this to open up the boss trap room. Now that I know that Dad's key does that, does that make it worth picking up? I don't think so, but makes it a little bit more palatable, I suppose. So we shouldn't even kill the flies. We should kill the fly generators first. This is you ever played Gauntlet Legends? Gauntlet Legends is like, hey, Dingo, stop attacking the goblins, start attacking the goblin spawner. That's what we should be doing here. Because if we manage to kill the fly spawner, then we won't have to deal with any more flies. It's Isaac 101. But apparently, you know, I skipped straight to graduate studies without learning the basics. What can I say? Just doing it by feel, Tiger Woods style. That came out kind of unintentionally hilarious. Please pop up video like VH1, please. Thank you. And I dodged directly into a shot there because I am apparently suffering from a pronounced case of attention deficit hyper disorder. ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. There we go. I should play some more Rogue Legacy, apparently. Or at least read things when I do. So let's make our way over to the shop now that we have the money necessary to make it worthwhile. We've already been to our item room. That is where we picked up the homing bombs, I believe, which we haven't really used to great effect so far. Goat Hoof, I believe, is a speed upgrade. Another key I'm never going to complain about. So this should be our shop. In fact, it had to be our shop. And again, hopefully we don't run into greed, but if we do, more money. Maybe that guarantees us 2 shops that we can go to in the future. Please drop some red hearts. Now I'm getting a little bit concerned, especially that I took some of the worst damage I possibly could there. Hey, good thing we went through this room first. There's the blue candle for us. And you know what? We will buy another heart just to make myself, you know, get a little bit more peace of mind. Dad's key, thanks for giving me those 2 extra bombs, I suppose, and making me feel bad and get angry comments about not opening the boss trap room for myself. But in any case, good shops. Moving forward, we will be able to go to another one, apparently, because we are up to 9 cents. That makes it pretty likely. And that Eternal Heart makes me feel a little bit better about all the health that I lost on this floor. So, weirdly enough, after 3 floors, we are going to have 4 HP upgrades as... No. Yes, we're going to have 4 HP upgrades as Kane. Kind of surprising. Assuming we can use them to our fullest, maybe we can turn these into a deal with the devil at some point. I know I've been suggesting that that's going to happen for a while. We do have... Okay, that was close. We are going to have a second secret room here, which selfishly I hope is full of red hearts. It's not. That's actually Pinky's eye, which is not great. And I hoped it was full of red hearts, obviously, because the... well, what do we have in here? Unicorn horn. Nah, it's worth sticking with the blue candle, I'd say. I hope it was full of red hearts because there was an arcade right next to it, and obviously this would A, help us replenish our red hearts, but B, also help us potentially get an item from the... There's 8 keys for us now. Help us get an item from the blood bank. But anyway, that's neither here nor there right now, I would suppose, so why don't we just murder those dudes? That was an exceptionally good blue candle. I can't take the credit for it. The game essentially aimed it for me, but still. More keys for me, and I really can't complain about consumables either. Now, we know that the shop on this floor does not contain greed, and we know this because there is another mini-boss somewhere else. And this is good because maybe we can get an item off of them. Now, I obviously want to earn the money from Mom's purse here. So we can get that from the blood bank, probably no sweat. We might as well explore the rest of the floor to see if we get more red hearts first. But this is good news for everybody because obviously with getting Mom's purse, that means we'll be able to hold on to Cancer until the end of the game, which is exceptionally valuable. It's basically like having a free mini-mush, I guess. So good plays so far, and also good luck. It's the both things you need to have a good Binding of Isaac run. We have in spades right now. In fact, we even had the 2 of spades a little bit earlier. So we have our item room, our room with a mini-boss, and our boss room right here. So if I can just avoid taking damage on this fucking minefield, that'll be excellent. I might be able to kill all 3 of these guys with a single blue candle shot. Well, I got very damn close at the very least. Dead Sea Scrolls! We will pick that up and then use it, just in case it was Book of Revelations or something, and then put it back down. Let's see what our mini-boss has in store for us. Thank you for that extra red heart. And inevitably, I hope we fight Gluttony, get the HP upgrade, and then eventually get a deal with the devil. But it's actually Ultra Pride, which... I'm thinking about it, because we do have, or we are going to get, I should say, Mom's purse. And in getting Mom's purse, there's really no huge negative to picking up the red hand, or sorry, the left hand. This isn't Captain America. That's Red Skull, though. But at the same time, I kind of don't like the left hand as a trinket. I think it's objectively kind of not great, even though people tell me otherwise. I guess I just have kind of an innate bias towards red chests for whatever reason. That's why I don't go to curse rooms either. Do we fight our boss right away? I think so, before we start gambling away at our blood bank just to get enough health to go to, or to go pick up Mom's purse. And this should be an easy fight. This guy's got very low HP, and we can do some both crowd control with our like piercing ability by way of the blue candle. One more shot with blue candle should be able to put this guy in a very tough position. And we're still low on health. I haven't been playing very well from that perspective. But deal with the devil? Not this time, but another HP upgrade, apparently. The game knows how to keep me guessing here. And at this point, we really only need one really good deal with the devil item to, I think, push us over the edge. I wouldn't want it to be Brimstone at this point. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily look a gift horse in the mouth if it was Brimstone, but I would much rather pick up a Mommy K at this point. I almost said Mommy N. Again, shows you couldn't pay attention to the blackboard back then. And they were blackboards back then, kids. None of your fancy white and green boards. We had real chalk. Mine probably from somewhere in South America? Mexico? I don't know. Where is chalk from? Greece? I don't know where chalk, I was going to say grows, but is found is probably the correct nomenclature there. Alright, so we are going to try to get 15 cents, and I think the best way to do this is actually exactly the way that I'm going to do it right now, which is we're going to go into this arcade, we're going to pop the unicorn horn, and then we're going to play the shit out of the blood bank, and at the very least this will save us a little bit of health lost. Well, it's given us the IV bag. We still need to play it 4 times. That's going to take us real low. I need Mom's purse on this run, though. But you can play... Oh, there we go. 14. And we got to actually 17 cents on that. Okay, so we got so many spacebar items, I don't even know what to do with them anymore. But Unicorn Horn plus the IV bag actually allowed us to make this happen. And it wasn't quite as scary as I thought it was going to be, but it's also still pretty scary. Our shop on the next floor is likely going to contain nothing. I mean, what have we got, or greed, I guess. What have we gotten from our shop so far? We had the opportunity for map, but we missed it. Compass, blue candle, Mom's purse, when we have the cancer trinket. So the game's doing me a lot of favors here. That being said, I still am in a risky situation. I really need one of those second secret rooms where we can get back to full health, start rebuilding from that point of equilibrium. And we'll see if we can make that happen for us in the near future here. But in the meantime, to the right and then onwards, I would say, is our path to success. Still should have gone to that boss trap room. I don't know if that would have made all the difference here, but we are at least going down to the depths. We're going to have a good chance to at least take on Mom. And actually, our shop here is going to contain items, because we have a secret room that contains a mini-boss, and of course that mini-boss has to be greed. Okay, I am getting dangerously close to dying here, and that frightens me a lot. Should I fight greed right away? I would say that is a bad idea. Let's move onwards and see what we've got in this item room. Hopefully at this point, an HP upgrade that gives us a little extra health. Even a Yum Heart, I wouldn't complain about too much, just because the peace of mind would benefit me a lot. Let's see what we get in here. There's another penny, which we can use in our shop eventually. That is a sacrificial dagger, which is not Mom's knife. It gets me every single time, don't you worry. You can find Mom's knife in the item room. It's just kind of a rarity. We'll continue moving onwards. I'm amazed that it's almost like clockwork. Anytime you want red hearts, they don't drop. Anytime you don't need red hearts, you're going to get little Chad. Oh my god, and then I just couldn't fit through the door. Need to go on a grapefruit diet. Can I? Yes, good, good, good. And maybe a couple more shots in here. One blue candle made it happen. Okay, we have so many keys that I have to go to the shop. Even if we don't manage to get much money over the course of this, I have to at least try, right? And, you know, we're on Necropolis 1. 2.5 hearts. I'm fighting a boss I don't really like, but I did so much damage right off the bat that I feel a lot better about our position now. I think I just mostly got very lucky with our first shot there. Now, I can afford to take damage on this boss, but I really just don't want to. That's the position that I found myself in now. And I also have found myself in a position where I'm apparently incapable of hitting this enemy, which is bad, of course. That one did a lot of damage. Okay, and I could shoot tears as well, but I'm trying to focus 100% on actually being able to hit him with the candle. That was obviously bad execution on that part. This one might not be, though. There we go. And we actually, for once, earned a deal with the devil. And Kane's eye, we will... Oh my god, the AIDS poop, watch out. Okay, so we needed the Spirit Heart. Good thing I didn't pick up the Spirit Heart before that happened. And we got the Empress card, that's good. And our pill, we're Kane. Range up, that's fine. And our deal with the devil, even if it's lump of coal, man. It's not. So we got the mark. And you know what? I almost feel like we should go with the pact as well, because it gives us the extra Spirit Hearts. We're erring in this run now. Decidedly on the side of like damage instead of health, but remember, we will be able to take, please, there we go, we will be able to take both cancer and the Polaroid with us, so even if we could find a way to get down to permanent Polaroid invincibility, I would be psyched. Obviously it would be helpful if we could get something like the Miter at the same time to help us out, but we are doing substantially more damage now than we used to be, so I'm excited about this. 2 half-decent items at the very least. That is another Tears upgrade, which is fantastic. Synergizes well with Cancer, unless I'm an idiot and it doesn't synergize at all with Cancer because Cancer already maximizes your rate of fire. I don't know. In any case, I'm happy with where we are. Probably, yeah, I was going to say probably could make it so I don't have to use a bomb there, but I wasn't too concerned about it. But hey, it worked out regardless. With 7 cents and the knowledge that there cannot be a greed in the shop, and 10 keys, I at least... Oh, it was close. I have to at least check it out. There's a ladder in there, which actually would be potentially useful because we don't have any flying items. But, oh, right, greed. Well, we'll see if maybe we can buy it. If not, we should be able to buy something on a future floor. And considering we're fighting greed on this floor, I'd be surprised if we fought him on the next floor. At the very least, it's going to take us within 2 cents. So I would be surprised if we didn't get to at least get the opportunity to buy something from the shop on the next floor. But for now, let's not count our chickens. Things are going well, but it can change. We're 2 cents away from being able to buy the ladder. That is a bomb, which I will pick up on my way back. And there's a golden poop, which, unless it contains, like, counterfeit penny, should give me what I need to move onwards. I really should not have just stood there and took that. That was a totally preventable damage. But let's fire a blue candle in there, and we got another penny as well. And so we might actually be able to buy something from the next floor, assuming we don't end up fighting Super Greed, which is obviously something that is definitely a 100% possibility, but just continue avoiding that. Let us pick up our Necropolis play here. Our Necropolis play? Is that really how I chose to phrase that? Our ladder that we got from the Necropolis, shall we say. Might have a couple more rooms up here. There is our second secret room. It was that largely, believe it or not, the reason I decided to continue coming up here was that, you know, the prospect of the second secret room, which you never know, may attain or may contain an Eternal Heart for us. Or merely a fortune teller. But we are Kane, so with good luck, we should be able to earn some stuff here, like a Wheel of Fortune, which we will blow up, presumably. Kane's Eye or Mom's Pearl. Let's go with Mom's Pearl. Actually, let's go with Maggie's Faith and Cancer down to the next floor. So this is beneficial. That essentially earned us 1 HP. And Isaac's Head, which I don't really want as much. And then we'll put... Oh, I didn't mean to use the Empress card. I meant to use the Fortune... Okay, hopefully that doesn't end up being a major problem. We picked up a key and some money. Money that we will use on the Fortune Teller. We should probably save it for the next floor, though. So let's just blow this one up and take this tarot card and... Blow this one up, take this tarot card and leave. There we go. And a little bit more money to compensate us as well. What is our tarot card here? The Lovers. We'll use that right now. I probably should have saved that in hindsight. But anyway, we got one more room here. Do we know what this pill is yet? We do not. It is a telepills that is taking me to the item room, and we only have like one more room here. Now, I'm noticing that my spirit hearts are a little low. Hopefully we'll be able to augment that in the future, or at the very least get permanent Polaroid invincibility to really, you know, commit to it, I guess, is one way to put it. Commit to this insanity. We are not going to go to curse rooms at this point because we do have spirit hearts. So I would say it's in our best interest to probably just run straight down to the next floor, and hopefully we will be able to get some amazing stuff on Necropolis 2. We're going to be fighting against Mom, which was kind of unexpected, given the way that part of this run has gone. We have the ladder now, so we might as well pick up this 2 cents, and you know, that might make it possible for us to get an item on the next floor. If we don't run into greed, that will have been some of the best shop luck we've ever had. Now, I've squandered it to a certain extent, because we're not having one of the best runs I've ever had, but we're having a very solid run that still kind of hinges on the Razor's Edge here. So obviously, there's enough money. We have an Eternal Heart by way of Maggie's Faith. We have found the way directly to the boss room. We're on the depths, which means, you know, not to toot my own horn, but we should probably be able to get through this fairly easily. And we now have a staggering amount of money. So it would... There's actually... I just looked. There's a mini-boss on this level. So we are not going to end up fighting greed. That is kind of remarkable. I don't even know what we want on the shop at this point. If they could give us the map again, that would be fantastic. This area conspires to steal our keys. So we basically got 5 bombs for a key from that item room. Our tarot card is Justice, which is well worth a key, especially since it gave us a Spirit Heart. We will now go to our shop. Not great items, but good trades. It's not worth buying the Steam sale, but I will pick up the Spirit Heart up. Let's see what we have down here. There is a library. That was not worth it. There is a library, though, as mentioned. I don't know what I would want. Would I take... Here's the question, before I necessarily waste a key. Do I want Book of Belial over Blue Candle? I don't. So I don't think I should go in there. Although, if there's Book of Revelations, it's a free Spirit Heart. So maybe we'll go through it regardless. The other fringe benefit that kind of pushes me over the edge is the fact that it would make it so the items in the library would not appear later in the game, for example, on the chest. So Might be in our best interest to do this. Plus, I want to go down here and fight this mini-boss anyway. We're substantially stronger than the enemies we're facing right now, so we shouldn't be at too much risk from doing something like this. And these have been fairly difficult rooms by depth standards as well. Like, angel fetuses, kind of tough enemies. They're like the hearts of the necropolis context. Anyway, what do we have in here? I was really hoping that this would be a gluttony. No such luck. So no HP upgrade for us in all likelihood. But, you know, super slot, still not that big of a deal. We will get a tarot card or Bob's Rotten Head. Either way, get an item taken out of the rotation, maybe. Oh, that's actually poison bombs. That's beautiful. And a bicycle card, which is going to give us 18 keys. Makes me feel a whole lot better about this potential shop situation here. Sorry, library situation. So, another frequently asked question to answer here. Why aren't you going to go to the arcade on this floor? Well, that's because when you have 1/2 of an Eternal Heart, like I do, the Blood Bank will take that first. So there's actually no point for us to go to the arcade if we want to keep this Eternal Heart. We have found our second secret room. Have we gone into our first secret room? I thought we did. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge in a second. And then after this library, we might as well go to the boss. And I expect that this boss is going to be, you know, easy enough. There's more health, which makes it a shame that we can't go to the, or we can go, there's 36 keys, we can go to the arcade, but it won't really benefit us. Mostly just want to pop these to ensure that they won't show up later. Actually, you know, if Book of Belial showed up later, I might be interested, but Monster Manuel, obviously not. Blue Candle is going to benefit us more in the long run, I would say. Although, you know, we do have such a high rate of fire that Book of Belial might be beneficial, but keep in mind that we do not have 9-volt battery, Nun's Habit, so we would only be able to use it once every 3 rooms, whereas the Blue Candle we can use consistently. So yes, we have been in here. I would say it is time for us to go to this boss room, and we are flush on consumables. Bombs, keys, and money, as if we'll need it, in very high supply here. Health's doing okay. Damage is nice. We'll see what this golden chest offers us. But at the very least, we've got a build that is, you know, keep in mind we got the compass as well, tailor-made towards doing well over the next phase of the game. Alright, that was bad damage for me to take. Now, this is a fast version of Mom. She keeps her motor clean. She's the best dang woman that I've ever seen. I don't know, I haven't listened to the ACDAC in a while. We actually do call it ACDAC up in Canada, not ACDC, because we don't have electricity up here in our igloos. Now, just keep this up. Oh, right, people always tell me, just shoot the fire at the walls, and that'll make this 10 times easier. So, huge HP bonus there is actually awesome, because I lost way too much going up against Mom. Now, do we want to keep Cancer, or do we want to keep Maggie's Faith? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that we want to keep Cancer here. If we end up getting Mom's Knife, I'm going to regret that, because Maggie's Faith would be awesome for us. But, oh, well, we're on the Womb Part 1, so Compass is worthless, unfortunately. On the bright side, by finding the secret room right away, we have found a portal that essentially can carry us through the rest of this level and possibly give us access to greatness right away. I can't believe I took damage there. How am I going to kill this man? How about like this? We'll just drop a bomb there and stop wasting Spirit Hearts, and we'll pick up another key, which is good, because 34 was not enough to make me feel confident. So, down here is not the boss. I was just checking to see if one of these was actually, like, directly the boss room, which would be amazing. But instead, we'll take the path of least resistance. This room is substantially easier than the other ones. Very set order that we can use to take this out and pick up yet another key, just in case we come across 36 golden chests. That might become exceptionally useful. You never know. And at this point, I am thinking that the miter is probably the best item that we could hope to come across. It's kind of unlikely that we do, but, well, tons of red hearts in there. Who dares wins, right? Fortune favors the bold. Let's open up this golden chest, and it's Tammy's head. Now, I could go try to pick it up. That's a risky situation, though. And I don't necessarily need Tammy's head taken out of the rotation. I was really hoping that was some kind of HP upgrade or something along the same lines. That's okay, though. Tammy's head, not a bad item. I appreciate the game trying to hook me up. I don't know why Tammy's head seems to show up so often at this point of the game. Golden chests and Tammy's head go together. Not to bed, they're go together like peas and carrots. To quote Apollo 13. Or was it Castaway? I can't remember. So, let us continue here. More red hearts that I don't need. What did I tell you? It's like when you don't need red hearts, they show up all the time. When you need them, they never show up. Are we on our way to the boss room? I got a positive feeling about this. Womb Part 1 is a big floor, but, you know, we're going to make it our bitch, hopefully, in a non-derogative way. I really... Okay, it's a dead end. I sincerely wish that we had not taken as much damage on this floor as we have. but you can't always get what you want, I suppose. Let's just focus on the positive things, like the fact that we do have a characteristically, or an uncharacteristically high amount of health compared to where we would normally be at by this point in the game. We might be able to trade one of our 35 keys for a Spirit Heart at this library, assuming Book of Revelations shows up there, which it is wont to do from time to time, especially since we've taken some other items out of the rotation. Instead, we're going to get both telepathies for dummies, so that's unfortunate. Obviously, Blue Candle outclasses them. So down and to the right seems like a smart decision for us. And oh, wait. That would have been terrible if I had not taken the Polaroid with me. I wouldn't have even have known what had gone wrong until I looked up at my trinkets, saw the umbilical cord, and then probably took myself out back to put myself out to pasture. Now, we do have so much money here that it seems like a very smart decision to play our Fortune Teller to maybe amass some Spirit Hearts back for the ones that I've lost. But by the same token, as much as I'd love to do that, I think that sounds like a great idea in theory. It might be a bad idea in practice because there's so much kind of riffraff there. Actually, you know what? Let me think about this. We got a little bit more money. I am taking way too much damage. All of our Spirit Hearts are gone now. But our money is coming fast and furious here. Here's what I'm thinking. We've already got the flat penny in here, which I don't give two S's about. But we're going to drop some more bombs in here. And by doing this, we can hopefully spend some of these bombs constructively to clear out an area around the Fortune Teller where we can use good items, or get good items. So, okay, the Empress is a net positive for sure. What about this? That is the stars, which I don't necessarily like as much. Why don't I put a bomb over here? I don't think this will explode the Fortune Teller. Good. That clears out this side for us a little bit. So we use some bombs, but it could benefit us with 2 extra bombs. All right, fantastic. Glad we went through all that trouble and theory crafting to see if that would work. Now, of course, there are tons of red hearts on the level, but I'm not going to backtrack because I'm an idiot. We'll hopefully encounter some more as we move onwards. We're coming up against it a little bit. From a consumable standpoint, things are obviously still going amazing, but we are going to need some help, I would say, in the form of either extra damage, extra defense, many possible ways to make this happen, I suppose. But we need something, particularly from this boss. A single cube of meat is not going to do it, but it's probably maybe our most likely drop. Hopefully we break the law of averages on that one, though. And we will backtrack if we actually find our boss room, just because it would be foolish for me to go up against this boss without at least amassing the starting amount of health, or the same amount of health that we can maximum have at no risk to ourselves. Telepills, not worth taking, because the Empress card could be so exceptionally valuable for us. Let's go back and replenish a little bit of our health. This is what I hate about being on a floor where you have the compass, but unfortunately do not have the ability to actually see what the rooms are. So there's one, and do we know what that tarot card is? Couldn't have been that useful if I didn't roll with it. 4 is probably enough, but this is just laziness talking primarily. Is that another red heart room down here? It is indeed. Okay, perfect. So I say we come up here and go fight our Womb Part 1 boss. Womb Part 2 should be easier, assuming we don't get the same curse again, which would be just, like, uncharacteristically bad luck. Sure, let's check it out. We can fight our boss. We don't need those pills. I'm not going to play the Fortune Teller because it's going to be more trouble than it's worth. We're fighting Skolex, which is the easiest boss we can fight right now. And now that has me thinking, especially with poison bombs and the number of them that we have, that it's probably in my best interest to save this. That worked really well. No deal with the devil, unfortunately, which means we're stuck with what we've got for now. But that's why I'm glad I took the cancer trinket with me. So yes, this is going to be much faster. Not really interested in checking out all of these. Oh, that was so bad. Not really interested in checking out all of these other rooms. Attack Fly, do your dirty work, please. Thank you. Instead, we will just try to directly take our way to the boss room, which should be up here. All right, I'd say this was probably the right choice. We are 1 room away from the... or 2 rooms away from the boss. This could be interesting, actually. Maybe it is the wrong choice. Maybe it goes up and around. But anyway, there's a red heart, which we can use to replenish ourselves. Beautiful. And a pill, which has to be good. And a golden chest, which tempts the shit out of me. Okay, let's take our range upgrade. Let's open up our golden chest. Just as we have 35 keys, we might as well. Who dares wins, right? And it's actually Poison Touch, which could save this run if we end up in really dire straits against Blue Baby or Isaac. Which we will, because our health is really bad. You know, relative to where we want to be at this point in the game. Relative to where we started, it's fine, but we're relative to where we want to be, it's a little lower. Do we fight 3 bosses or 2 bosses on this room? Probably 3, right? It's going to be Loki, though, which is not really that bad of a value proposition, especially if I can get him to hurt himself with a live bomb, like so. A live poison bomb, in fact, because all of our explosions are going to be poisonous now. He will die, and then we'll have Chubb, which is also pretty easy. Thorn in my side, but Chubb's going to be in a coffin soon. Sorry, that sounds like unquoted dialogue from Happy Gilmore or something. So that was well worth it. Poison Touch is going to benefit us a lot as we move forwards, and this is indeed going to be our path to the boss. So, one more room. One more fairly easy room at that. If I can just get Attack Fly to kill him. Thank you. And then Blue Candle should do the other hard work for me. Let's go fight Mom's Heart. This should be fun. I don't necessarily think that we're going to be bereft of damage. That being said, with Blue Candle and tons of bombs, bombs that also do damage over time, and our own damage, which is really good. I fully expect that this fight will be over before it even really gets started. I was expecting that was exactly how that was going to turn out, so let's try to throw another bomb in here. She's already half dead. We're going to have tons of bombs remaining for the Isaac boss fight, should we want to use them there, which we might not. You know, honestly, we're doing well enough right now that you know, this is giving me some renewed confidence. We're definitely going to have the Empress for our next boss fight, which I will probably use it on. If we went down to Shoal, we would win easily. Not instantly, sorry. But I'm going to go this way instead, because I think it's going to make for a more interesting and varied run, shall we say. The stakes are going to be higher. Let's just make our way through here. I don't need to fight this guy if I don't want to. In fact, I just snuck through there. We're going to go up against Greed and then sneak through there. And then we're going to fight Monstro 2. And after Monstro 2 is dead, we're just going to go fight the boss. So we don't have an Emperor card, but we have the next best thing, which was the ability to essentially skip past half of these rooms. So I'm just going to stand over here. We're actually going to let Attack Fly do most of the dirty work for us on this fight, which is very surprising. Things normally do not work out that way. All right, so I'd say it's time to pop the Empress card and go to town on Isaac here. And remember, we're going to shoot fast, and then we're going to launch the candle afterwards to hopefully mitigate some of the damage that he's going to shoot out. That's going to be our principal concern. We do have our only orbital is Attack Fly, so we do have to be a little bit concerned about that. But he's going to enter the second phase soon. We have not taken any damage. Pretty much exactly where I want to be right now. Obviously, those curved shots are annoying. There's our first bit of damage, so I just went up and poisoned him quickly. I took another bit of damage right after that. We'll poison him again. Things could still go wrong. Isaac boss fight is, you know, far from an exact science for me. We're just doing what we can with what we got, essentially. The Northernlion story. That's the real Northernlion story right there. He'll be poisoned, and we should live. He'll drop some health when he dies. It's going to be enough to at least keep us alive against these Angel Fetuses. And then, 4 more items in the chest. Anything could happen, right? Hopefully, at least. We'll see. We should be able to get to the boss room pretty quickly. And you know, the most underrated item we've had so far, X-ray goggles, man. But, oh my god. Doesn't get much worse than that. Spelunker's Hat, Poop Anarchist Cookbook, My Best Friend. 3 spacebar items that are really bad, and then a passive item, which is objectively worse than a passive item, which does basically the same thing that I already have. Now, we're not necessarily sunk yet. But it certainly is, you know, not promising that those items were the items that we were chosen to receive there. We're going to have, I wouldn't say miraculous, maybe that's putting it a little bit hyperbolic. I didn't realize that this was, oh, okay, be careful. Well, this is the way that we have to go, unfortunately. So that telepills may have actually done some good for me. I might as well fight these Monstro 2s now, and then, you know, we'll deal with that secret room later, because it could contain a 1-up or something. Well, maybe that makes me think that I should go to it right away, because we're 1 hit away from death right now. Ah, there we go. We're now 0 hits away from death. But that was a fun run. I had a good time, and we made some decisions that I think were kind of unusual that help us out in the long run. So as always, thanks for watching. Continue suggesting your challenge runs, and I will do the ones I deem most entertaining or appropriate. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.